The story of the carbon landscape. This story was written by peat cutters and farmers. It was dreamt of by glaciers and carved out by rivers. It doesn't think too highly of itself. It isn't complicated. It was told very softly by orchids and mosses, by firelight in terraces. It was shouted by crowds on Petersfield. There are Romans lost in this story, a Viking horde, because this is a story of war, of fire in the sky at night, of survival. It is spoken in many languages: fox scream and traffic, bad weather and linnet. It doesn't mind if you fidget or are distracted. It wants you to stare at the moon, to be held, to have a good time with your friends. Sometimes it rhymes, so you'll sing it, so you'll remember it all of your life. Because this is a story and you are in it. Perhaps you're a wall, stone silent. Perhaps you're a ranger. You might suddenly appear as a hare. Your part might be small, but it could be pivotal. Maybe you are a rare insect, a bird. Maybe someone will save you. Perhaps you are treasure, a spider. Perhaps you are peat. Maybe you have been exploited. Perhaps you will be restored. The healing of little Woolden moss. There's beauty in what is repaired, in old wrongs softened, in moss and all of its colours. Though not everything can be restored, there are dragonflies, and their wings are bright windows. They lift you. Here, healing is still in progress, and it sounds like summer. It is skylark and curlew, buzzard, the wide sky where all things are possible, and the earth, which holds its stories within it and tells them through curve and ditch. Because this is a place of purpose, where hard work unmakes mistakes, and though the ground is unstable, it is soft, and a man will stand here for hours to name the birds. And where once there were wounds, there are scars, and they shimmer. And in summer, the swallows and swifts will return. Brown hair. All hail the hair, the strength of her stillness, the muscle and fire in the length of her haunches, a flare from the long grass, all power, all ear, racing and boxing, half mad with desire. Let's hear it for hair, outgunning the car, outrunning the farmer, as rapid as river, swifter than motorway, bumper to bumper, quicker than progress and fleeter than fear. Flushed out and hunted by poacher and hunger, the bullet and buzzard, the lurcher and lamper, the truth of the hair, here in muscle and amber, the flame of her eye, still burning, still running, back to old Lancashire, back to the grasses, a million or more running faster than foxes, back over centuries, back to the mosses, dear quarry, rewriting her story, all glory. How to open a door to a secret world. Maybe you've seen it every day, or never noticed it. It might look like a gap in a hedge, a dirt track. Might be a path in a patch of brambles you've always ignored before. Perhaps it's behind the shops, or in your memory. You don't need a key or a code. There isn't a guard. Step in. The air is different in here. The birdsong is louder. The years don't matter at all. You can forget yourself. You can remember how once you were a creature in a book. You were magic. Trees tell you all of their secrets. Dragonflies swoop around and inside you. There are dark miles beneath you, a vast space above you. The river within you runs calm. Now when you go home, take this with you. Let the seeds in your chest burst into flower. Let the sky inside your head be very blue. Lockdown in Wigan and Leigh. When the traffic stopped, birds started. There were owls in the darkness. Birds woke us early with the sun. They told us we were not alone. The sky was bigger than we'd remembered, and very blue. Then the parks became meadows. There were flowers. The gulls sang a memory of ocean, and the magpie shouted, "Stay home." There was suddenly so much time. In the night, we heard foxes scream. When the hospitals filled with our sick, we turned to trees. Oak breathed for us, and the chiff-chaff insisted, "Stay safe." Then we sang from our lonely rooms like the birds, and we felt our hearts break and ease. And the robin was river, and though it was the end of the world, a snail climbed up our window. We watched it. There were seeds on the ledge. We saw them grow. We were used to being afraid. The grass in the cobbles was untroubled, and the wren poured its comfort on the air. There were deer, and the breeze through the door was a memory of wide fields rippling like sea. Poppies shone for our fallen. The pavement was home to clover. Buttercups grew in the cracks. Months passed. Selfield grew tall on the verges, and though the news was a dream we could not wake from, there was pollen, there was nectar, there was bee. What Caddy said taught me about love. That some people don't know it's there, though it's on their doorsteps. That it can be tricky to find, but the paths are well marked. You should keep to them. That there is mystery there, and the water is dark and rich, the flowers are bright, orchids and foxgloves, red campion. Sometimes all you can hear is a bird or a road in the distance. That it can keep its secrets for years and give them up suddenly. There are ghosts, that people are lost there and found. It can knock you breathless, that it has been utterly drained, but it can be mended. What looks like desolation is repair. The cotton grass has returned, that it can save us, that it's closer than you think, that it can grow